the chilling look of the year 2000. With Andy Richter and the Max Weinberg 7. Now, here's your host, Conan O'Brien.
Welcome to the big show. We have a huge show for you people tonight. We got a lot of fun stuff planned. And man, is there a lot to talk about at the top of the show tonight. It's gotten insane, hasn't it? There's so much weird news out there now, it's hard to know where to start. I thought this was strange. Last night, at a White House event. That's right, they're having parties still at the White House. Last night at a big White House function, Hillary Clinton introduced Bill Clinton as, quote, my husband, my partner, and our president. Yeah, which I thought was really odd, because in another month, none of those titles will be true. Think about it. It's just going to be a complete blank slate. With the, this is odd, with the impeachment vote looming, the White House is apparently now preparing for the Senate trial. That's right, it looks like there's going to be a trial in the Senate. And reportedly, President Clinton's lawyers have a new strategy. They want the president to be tried as a juvenile. Which might work, actually. And then, of course, we got that going on. We also have all these problems in Iraq, or Iraq, depending on your faith. U.S. surveillance experts, they're getting really good. U.S. surveillance experts have been apparently tracking Saddam Hussein and listening to all his phone conversations. They're listening to him on the phone. And surprisingly, most of Saddam's phone calls have been to a local radio station that's giving away Metallica tickets. He doesn't like the new short hair, but it's his only quip. And then finally, last thing I'll mention, this is kind of about nothing, but it's an odd story. Penthouse publisher, we're all familiar with Penthouse. Gotcha. 3 guys, yeah. Penthouse publisher Bob Guccione decided not to give any of his employees their annual Christmas bonus this year. Isn't that weird? Yeah. That's right, yeah, but Penthouse employees aren't too upset, because last year's Christmas bonus was a nasty rash. So actually, it worked out. People like the joke, but they've had the rash. Let's discuss tonight's show, shall we? We have an amazing show for you tonight. We have a big star here on the program. He's in the new movie, The Prince of Egypt, one of the voices, one of the main characters. Mr. Jeff Goldblum is on our program. Very funny guy. We also have a hilarious comedian. Many of you know who she is. Carol Leifer is on our show tonight. Very funny. She'll give us her take on what the hell's going on. And then our musical guest, The Flies. The Flies are here. It's weird they're on the same show with Goldblum, isn't it? That's probably how he got booked. He mistakenly thought he should be here. And of course, there he is, Max Weinberg, and the adorable Max Weinberg. So Max. Go there. Andy. Hi. What's going on, Andrew?
Big old show.
Big old show tonight.
Yeah.
Great show tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And you got most of your Christmas shopping done. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
I've noticed you got started early.
Yeah.
You're walking around pretty much every day. You come in with lots of wrapped presents.
Right. My money is always burning a hole in my pocket.
Yeah.
So any excuse to go spend it.
I had a weird thing happen to me, which is, and it involves my parents' present. And this is a true story. So I'm gonna call them tonight and say, don't watch the show tonight.
Right.
Like I have to. Because they tend to miss it a lot.
Okay, son.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. And I hear Snyder on in the background.
Yeah.
Mom!
No, he's not on. He's over for dinner.
Yeah. Well, anyway, my parents had their wedding anniversary, their 40th wedding anniversary. They had it a couple of months ago. And I hired a photographer to be there and take lots of nice pictures. And I thought for their Christmas present, I'm going to have this professional, really nice album put together.
Right.
For them. It's not, these things aren't cheap.
Right.
It's going to be really nice. And the woman who's putting it all together called me the other day, and she said it's going to be this nice leather album that you can give them. It'll be ready in a couple of days. You can give it to them for Christmas. Nice leather album. And she said, what I always do is I always put a giant monogram on the front of the leather album. It's embossed in gold. I said, oh, that sounds really good. And she said, yeah, I take your mother's first name, your father's first name, the first initial. I take the mother's first initial, the father's first initial, and then in the middle, I put in big letter the beginning of their last name, the first letter of their last name. So you got 3 letters there. Her first letter, his first letter, and then their last name. And I go like, yeah, that sounds really good. And then in my head, I realized that her name's Ruth, his name's Tom, and our last name's O'Brien. Rot is going to be on the cover in big gold letters. Happy 40th anniversary. Rot! And it's like, so I start saying, like, can't we do it another way? And, like, every way we figured out spells something really horrible. Yeah. Let's do it this way. Her middle initial, his last name. Scum! Everything I came up with was a disaster.
Yeah.
So nothing's going to be there.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Just a big nothing.
Yeah, you could just get the O, and then it would be a big nothing.
You supplied a nice sort of O. Henry ending to the story.
Not really.
I was being nice.